B&H, how can I help you? B&H is here. From our homes to yours, as your collaborators, creative partners, and problem solvers. What type of photography do you do? That's actually a very good choice.
I'm listening to my own
As always, we're here to
video, folks.
projects, inklings, and endeavors.
Skip that. How you guys doing? Okay, just making sure that's up and running. It looks like it's good. And everything's monetized. I have to double check everything real quick. I just logged in, folks. Where am I? Content. I wonder what enables people to, or companies to change things like, where it used to say videos on my menu, it now says content. What the? This is YouTube. Do we put up like novels or something? I mean, it's videos. Either they're live stream videos or they're videos. Or they're movies, but still it's like a video. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm having problems with my X5, folks. Good morning. Ross, Kevin. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. Wait till you see part 2 and part 3. That's nothing compared to part 2. Part 3 is not done yet, but it's coming. I don't know what's wrong with the X5. It's not the alternator. Alternator's new. I don't like to say this word a lot around cars, but it knocks. It's knocking. It's not the knocking that you think it would be. It's not. It's almost like detonation. It's almost like it's gonna backfire, but it's not. It's clunking, and I'm wondering. It could be two things. It could be a bad coil overplug, which I have replacements for, but I'm not getting an error from a misfire. And it dies. It doesn't want to stay on. So that could be vacuum, or it could be electrical. There's a lot of things going on right now that cleared up, but they're back again after I changed the battery. So I'm going to check the battery. I got a lot of things I need to run down. But my interview is in Friday with Bob Wells. And I don't know if I'm going to make it. Yeah, I've got an OBD2 port, and I've got a scan tool. I've looked at any of the codes. There's nothing obvious. It's as if the car is stumbling, like it's a jalopy, you know, it's a Model T or something. If I get it up above 1,500 RPM, which is difficult, but once I get it above that, it's fine. But if you like put it in neutral, put it in reverse, and try backing up, it's virtually impossible to get the car moving unless you really rev it. It's about $2,000 and feather the clutch, burn the clutch. I'm a little stressed out right now, but I've been under the car already. Where's Darla? I need Darla. I need my Darla back. It does not idle good at all. That's the worst part, is the idle. It will rather die. Tow it to the interview spot. I know where the interview spot is. I go right by it. I passed it on the way here, so anyway, the trials and tribulations of living on the road. I had planned on doing videos for the next day or two, editing videos that I just captured. And now I've been pulled away from that, and it's going to put me behind on making videos again. So I'm really not happy with this. It's a 2001. Trials and tribulations, trials, not trails. Yes, I know that. Maybe I'm not enunciating correctly. The trials and tribulations on my trails. I'm thinking it might be a vacuum leak. I just replaced all the vacuum lines when I had the engine out. Almost all of them. I didn't replace there's an elbow that goes to the throttle body, rubber elbow that has a lot of connections on it. I didn't replace that elbow. I think it's called an elbow. Yeah. Brian, good morning. Oh, they're fairly cheap. Well, I don't know. Shopping. Oh, I forgot to put BMW in there. BMW X5 throttle body elbow. There it is. That's the exact one. $15 from Parts Geek. Oh, Flowmaster makes one too. Parts for this car is cheap. The whole throttle body, the metal piece, it's only $100. $100.95 from Parts Geek. $110 from Car Parts. Interesting. It's a 3.0. Housing for Airboat 3.0 intake. $31. Used. Turner Motorsports has one for $27.56. Why would I buy from Turner Motorsports? Because they're a race shop. I support racing. There's one from eBay for $14. That looks used. I would probably not buy used on this piece. I'm really bummed out right now. But I'm really excited that these are cheap. The hell never ends here in X5 world. I'm sorry guys, let me log into my YouTube and get on with the chat. X5 issues popped up as on my homepage, which I like. 31 watching. Hey folks. Whoa, Manscaped. You guys ever watch these commercials from Manscaped? Lawnmower? Pretty funny. Hey Bill, my car is giving me some problems. It's knocking, and not the kind of knocking you think it is. It's not like rod knock or something getting in the way of the rotating assembly. So it's a knock like it's about to stall, but then it turns back on. Clunk, clunk, clunk. It's about ready to just not work. It almost sounds like it's a vacuum leak, but it's not giving me the same kind of... I'll get that. I'll get it. There you go. We have a trash bin emergency going on. I think he got it. He was trying to throw some trash in the trash bin. He's slightly disabled vet, and he was having troubles. Maybe, who knows? I hope it's just a vacuum leak, because it sounds really violent. I've never heard a car make that kind of noise before, because it was... Morning! Never heard a car make that kind of noise, because I've had my share of vacuum leaks, but not like that. That was not good. Morning, John. Morning, everyone. Ross, Pamela, Kevin. Who all's here? Eric's here. Friends and Pirate. Okay, I've got extra coils. I can check for vacuum leak. Spark plugs are fairly new. Okay. Prince. Prince. I'm going to call you Prince and Pirate. Yes, the elbow rots at the connections. Okay. Spray WT-40 while running to find leak. Okay. See, WT-40. Okay. The car has been running rich smelling. I thought it was just the summer gas being over, but that could be over fueling. Huh. Catalytic converter. It would be very difficult for the catalytic converters to come unplugged, because they sit on the downrunners of the exhaust manifolds, or the exhaust headers. They're actually part of the header. Yeah, car troubles. I'm a pretty good mechanic. What I've kind of narrowed it down to, I don't think it's catalytic converter. That's a good visual. You know, I can see the catalytic converters. Either it's a coil on plug. Coil on plug is the connection. You have a spark plug, and then you have this piece that fits right on top of it. That's the coil. Normal cars back in the day used to have distributors. Is that right? Yeah, distributor, where all the spark plug wires would go to. Well, that's gone now, and they have computerized ignition, so that's gone. But I've got a 6-cylinder. I've got 4 good coils, so I should be able to figure this one out. But my computer's not telling me I have a misfire in any of the cylinders. It's interesting, this stuff. Whoa. Lisa, everyone's here. Hey, tripping again. Well, if the catalytic converter is clogged with something, that's really not good, because that means it had to go through the engine to get to it. And that wouldn't explain why the car runs better above 1,500 RPM, if I can get it there. Like, it turns on. If the catalytic converter were plugged, either one of them, I would get some serious problems. No kidding, Rita. Well, this is definitely not organic smelling. This is fuel. When standing outside of the car, you can totally smell it's running rich. And it's usually at startup. You mean oil leaking around the plugs? That would be an oil seal problem, yeah. That would be your valves. The code should tell me. There's no, it's not throwing a code, which is blowing me away. Darla's here! Darla! Darla! I need your help. Yeah. Fuel pump's fine. I can hear it, turning on and everything. If it was an injector problem, I would be it would be throwing a code. Okay, Darla, so what's going on is at startup, it stumbles. It has a very rough idle. Then the idle starts to come down lower and lower in RPM, and then it starts to almost stall and give this knocking sound. Clunk, 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 clunk. And when you try and recover it with the throttle, adding some gas throttle, I can get it to re-engage with me and get clear again. But as soon as I lift my foot off the throttle, it goes back down to sub like 600 RPM, and it's struggling. But it's giving this knocking sound, and it sounds like rod knock, but it's not. It's freaking me out, and the car won't stay on now. I have to manually throttle it. That could be vacuum. It could be a couple things right now that's adding up to this. I'm looking right now. Yeah, no codes. An injector stuck open. Didn't that give me a code though? Yeah, the only thing I didn't replace on this vehicle when I did the engine change was the main components going to the rubber pieces the elbow going to the throttle body, I think is what I did not replace because I didn't think about it. For the life of me, I can't think what I did with the other one. I had a whole bunch of other parts, but that didn't go with it. Almost every one of my vacuum hoses prior were shot. They were perished, so they all got replaced. It's not pre-ignition. It's almost like it's ready to backfire, but it doesn't give you that explosion. It gives you a knock, clunk. The idle control valve, that's also, people, if you don't know, it's called the IAC. So the IAC, that's used at startup. That's used at cold engine startup. It's actually forcing air into the engine. Huh. Huh. That would cause all the problems I'm having if that's a tear or if there's a hole there. Running rich at idle, yes. Would cause clunking. Okay. Please, your time is worth more than stress. John, I'm not stressed. I'm kind of stressed. I'm not Superman stressed out. I get like this when I'm problem solving. Eric. No chicken light. Yeah, you'll see a wet plug. Okay. I'll try that out. No, it's run it the voltage is fine. I'll take a visual again of the elbow. I'm pretty sure there's another. There's the elbow of the main intake that comes from the front of the air rushing in through the filter. It goes right into the elbow and right into the engine. There's another tube connected from the elbow that goes off of that and into another area, and I think that's the intake air control valve. It does not do it when the engine's warm, although now the car will not even idle when warm. It's warm now, it won't stay on. It's a cold idle issue that has turned into the car won't idle now, period, even when warmed up. This has got to be a vacuum problem. Okay. This is like Constable Morgan live? You're kidding me. She does problem solving like this? Uh-oh. Huh. Go check out her video. You kidding me? I'll check the wires. But why would that problem go away when it's warm? Because of the heat expansion in the wire, making the connection better if it's severed. Almost all the vacuum lines that were there previously were replaced less than a year ago, except for that elbow. So everything running to the elbow is new. Larry is Wonder Bread. Wonder Hussy is Wonder Hussy. That's really good info, John. Thank you. Elbow is my top suspect. You know, Pam, I almost called you Pam. Darla, I think you're right. And those are cheap. I think I was just looking and they're like sub $10. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick one of those up. They might have one here at AutoZone. Yeah, that's a good idea, Al. Camping in a park. Thank you, Darla. Thank you, everyone. First off, except John Robinson. John Robinson can go find a big hill to climb. And for those of you who see one little problem in a car and say, time for a new car, that's not how I work. Upper Michigan. Why is she in Upper Michigan? Now's not the time to be in Upper Michigan. mass airflow. Oil pressure switch. I've never heard of one of those failing. Huh. It's got to be a vacuum leak. Fuck it. Put it back. Darla, I got a hole in my elbow. There's a hole in my elbow down near the back where it goes into the throttle body. Right in the back, it's cracked. Darla helped me find the problem, but it's a vacuum leak. There's a hole, I can stick my finger in it. The tube is about this big, okay? And I can literally, I put my finger right into it. It's like dust. Oh, freaking A. Okay, so that elbow is like 10, 15 bucks, and I think they have them here at AutoZone, so I'm just gonna pick one up. Darla, thank you. I think that's the problem. I mean, it's a gaping hole. Yeah, well, I could just walk to AutoZone from here. It's 2 blocks away. That's where I got my battery. Okay, so I'm gonna fix that with tape, and just to see if that gets rid of the problem. And you guys want to wait? I can try turning it on. Let me tape it up. It'll only take a second. Okay, John, catch you later. Don't let the door smack in the ass on the way out of here. If people's first suggestion is to get a new car, that's not constructive at all. Yeah, you know, if I get a flat tire, I can buy a new car. If my windshield wiper fluid runs out, I can get a new car. That's not how I live. I fix things as they break, and if it becomes too much of an overhead, I get rid of it. So, John, if you don't like that, move on. It's not your channel. Have I checked the fuel pump? I can hear the fuel pump, so I don't really check if I can hear it. I'm not saying, John, that this problem is anyone's fault. I have the problem, I deal with it, and I fix it and I move on. If you don't like that, you want to throw out some stupid comments, then that's not being helpful. You know, it really isn't. So, time to move on, John. Sorry. C'est la vie. One drop in the ocean can be replaced by another drop in the ocean. Yeah, let me go tape it up and start up. Let's see if this does it, okay? I'll be right back. I don't have any duct tape. I'm just gonna wire tape it. Electrical tape. And no, I'm not buying a new car. Friggin' heck. New cars are even more trouble, and I wouldn't take a new car in the middle of nowhere. They definitely wouldn't know how to work on it. Too much computer crap. Yeah. The thing is falling apart as I mess with it. So hold on here. Hang tight, please. Hang tight. Almost done. That's fine. Back, gone. It's fixed. You're amazing, Darla. That kicks butt, Darla. Yeah, it sounds like new again. It's amazing. Darla, you rock. Is there anything you need, Darla? How can I help Darla today? It's rot. John. Live test run. Wish I could do that. My phone is dead. I'm using Wi-Fi right now to do this live stream, but my telephone that I purchased to do live streaming on, it turns on and it turns off. That's all it does. I cannot access hotspots. I can't use the phone at all. I can just look at it for time. That's it. Darla just relieved me of a bunch of issues today. So thank you, Darla. The tape will do until I get the replacement part, I guess. I did not have the phone under warranty. How I got it wet? My lucky day is when Darla said she's going to start following my channel. Every day you have a BMW tech as a person on your channel, you know. Rita, do you think if I took it back to Walmart, the phone, and said, hey, ignore the fact that I dropped this thing in water. Is this thing under warranty? Do you think they might take it? I guess it's worth a shot. Well, I had a problem. It was a vacuum leak that Darla helped me kind of problem solve, and I lost a follower because of it, because he thought that maybe I should just get a new car. It won't hurt to try, that's for sure. Yeah, I was hoping Darla would be up and awake. I haven't seen her in a few days, so thank you, Darla, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for helping me problem solve that. I had two intake. No, I didn't. I didn't have two intakes, did I? I just had I was trying to remember what parts I got with the replacement engine. I don't think I've received that elbow. I think that was missing. So the elbow I have on there is the one that came with this car in 2001. It should be replaced. Wow. It's the intake elbow. It's the rubber piece that goes from the throttle body to the intake runner. It's that rubber elbow that has perished on one piece in the back. You can't see it, but there's a bunch of hoses that hook up to it too, but or one actually, and that's the one that's perished. That's the cold air intake. X5 part is called the throttle body elbow. They're like 10-15 bucks. It's not a big deal. I'll just have one ordered and sent it over. What is IP68 certified? I'm not a phone nut. Okay. $12, 10, $12. Okay, that's what I was thinking. That's what I found on my Google search real quick. I have no idea water resistance on this. It's an A11, whatever that. Interesting. Well, this thing was underwater for less than 10 seconds ish. I'll give it a shot. I'll go and show them what's up. The lady that works there kind of knows me because she tried selling me a prepaid card without charging me for it. And by just throwing it in the bag, that does nothing. You have to buy these prepaid cards. So I was trying to activate this phone with a prepaid card that wasn't prepaid yet. She made a mistake, in other words. She forgot to charge me for the thing before she threw it in the bag. She must have thought it was just a piece of paper or something. I don't know. I feel really relieved. Thank you, Darla. I'm gonna buy Darla a beer. I'll cook Darla a steak. Steak on me, Darla. I really appreciate your help, Darla. That meant a lot. Thank you. Sometimes it's the little things in life. See, don't go buy a new car because you got a $12 part you need to replace. You know, freaking A. Jacob, thank you. We're all good. Everyone, we're good. You don't need to stick around. X5 issues are better now. I got some temporary tape on it, and I can check this right now. 1 second. Yay. Okay. So I'll be ordering that part today. No one order me that part. Do not order this part for me, okay? People, it's very specific. So I'm going to purchase this and done. It'll be overnighted to me. I'll be happy camper. I'll be happy camper by Friday, I bet. A new motor for my car, used, about 100,000 miles, 150,000 miles is about $2,000 for my car. Nah, that's too much. With that kind of miles, 150,000 miles, I think I could probably get it for around 1,500 to 1,800 bucks, with a warranty, 3-month warranty, or 3,000 miles. Bill, yes, it is a Samsung. It's the A11 prepaid phone from Samsung. I actually tried taking the SIM card out of that and put it into my smartphone, and it said something like, you need the internet to unlock this phone, or something like that. I forget what, but it wouldn't just boot up. So I took it out and put it back in my old SIM. I guess I should consider getting that SIM card from Verizon, the prepaid SIM card that fits into my T-Mobile phone. Okay. I will give it a shot. much cheaper. So, Darla, if I unlock the phone, I can then put any SIM card into it, or ones that are compatible with the phone, like I guess Verizon and T-Mobile phones are compatible. But I assume if I unlock it, then, well, yeah, it's L-shaped. Ross, there's the link. It's an eBay part. This one's 31 bucks, but you know, that's just a visual. I probably wouldn't pay that much, but that's just a visual of what it is. Hey, Al. I'll talk to you in a few, Ben. I don't mind working on vehicles, World War II History Hunter, and welcome to my live chat again. But yeah, we got it all figured out. It's a vacuum leak coming from an elbow on the intake, and it's the air intake control valve runner that has a big gaping hole in it. So yeah, I just put my pinky into it. But I taped it, and I started it, and it's fine. So I got a new part on the way. Thank you, World War II History Hunter. As you probably know, I had this engine out once before. And the one part I didn't replace just failed on me. So, yeah, not good. Almost everything else rubber on this engine has been replaced, except for that elbow. We're talking ring seals, you name it. Thanks, World War II History Hunter. Thank you. It's such a trip seeing you on my live stream. It's so weird. If you guys don't know who World War II History Hunter is, he's got a huge channel. And he does exactly that. He does history hunting for World War II artifacts out in Europe. Yeah, no, they're cheap at AutoZone. They're about $10 at AutoZone here, my local one, and I think they have it in stock. So yeah. Believe it or not, Bill, this AutoZone here seems to carry a lot because there's quite a few of these X5s rolling around in town. I've seen 4 or 5 of them. They're all the V8 variety. I have a inline 6, but yeah. Yeah. Well, the one part that I didn't replace, of course, is the one that failed. It's that little piece that failed. It's so bizarre. Anyway. I actually have some, well, the problem solved, World War II History Hunter. And you're right, I don't want to waste too much time stressing out about that. But very cool. Thank you guys. I guess I'm going to end this now because I got some parts to order and some cleaning to do. First thing I like doing in the morning is making my coffee and working on cars. That's something I thought I left in the past, but I can totally afford that stuff. So I have to go shopping for some parts. Everyone, thank you, everyone, for your help. I really do appreciate all that. And yeah, you get to see a little peek into my wonderful life out here in the middle of nowhere. Yes, I do too. And I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Thank you, everyone, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Ding. Streaming stop to want you. Sure you are.